through proper planning and resourcing. So that is extremely important for our member states. That's why we are confident our member states, once they agreed upon, because it's consensus driven. So when our member states agreed upon, we're confident they will implement that. Thank you.
Hello. The question for the Secretary General. Thank you very much. This is Keith Nuttall from Jane's Airport Review. And I just wanted to ask you to follow up on your last comments, because obviously one development that led to these successful negotiations was some disagreements between the European Union and the United States over how tight emissions controls should be in the aviation sector. And I just wondered how ICAO might have a role in making sure those kinds of disagreements might not happen in the future.
Thank you. It's a very good question. As any negotiations, you always have different views and interests. Then the states will find a proper solution to have balanced all the interests among the different interest groups. So that is the same for ICAO's negotiation process. And you look at our current draft resolution submitted by our council for our assembly consideration, actually is from a long way to getting there. And the states are very closer. So that's why we think the states made great efforts together with our industry in order to reach the final goal. And ICAO, of course, we are a facilitator. We would help our states to get closer. And at the end, it's our states to take the leadership, to get the consensus in order to get the final goal. Thank you.
Do we have any other questions?
Let me just add something for your benefit on this. The beauty of the global scheme that we're putting in place is that it will forestall regional and national systems. You will recognize for the industry, having a patchwork of regional and national system is something that the industry would not like. So this global scheme we are putting in place is aimed at forestalling actions being taken, different actions being taken at the level of our member states and regional groups. In that regard, if we're able to conclude, to your question, if we're able to conclude this agreement, it will serve as impetus to forestall such actions at the regional and national level. In respect to international aviation emissions, I must emphasize that because the national aviation emissions is counted within the Paris Agreement, but international aviation emissions is what the COSIA is focused on.
Chantal Srivastava from Radio-Canada in Montreal. My question is for either of you, because I guess both of you know the answer. Do you have any idea, you were referring to the industry being on board with that because they want a global market measure. Do you have any idea what is at stake for them in terms of cost per year once this is in place? And do you have any idea how this will reflect on the price of plane ticket? Is that any info that you can share with us?
Well, let me say that the industry has been fully involved in the process all through. Although ICAO is an organization of member states, but we provide a platform for proper coordination with the industry. Because at the end of the day, whatever standards we set is being implemented by the industry. So they are part of the discussion. From the analysis that the IATA has done, they've told us that the additional cost is insignificant. It's insignificant when compared to, for example, to the volatility of oil prices, which is a major component for their costs. So they feel that the global offsetting scheme that we're putting in place is acceptable in terms of cost for them. That is why they've been closely working with us on this in the development of this scheme.
I'm just reading this morning in the Seattle Times something from Bloomberg Business. They say that airlines back the climate plan, but that it could cost them $24 billion. So I'm just trying to reconcile what you're saying with what they said to Bloomberg.
Well, I don't know who said that. Of course, you can seek further clarification from IATA. If I understand, you'll be having a press conference with them later today, perhaps. So you can see further clarification. The information we have from them is assurance that the cost is insignificant. But having said that, I think you all agree with me that the cost of climate change is huge to mankind. So it's not everything that we can put in dollar and cents on. In this case, we have assurance from them that there won't be significant impact on the cost of travel. And we're comfortable with the decision we're taking.
It's Keith Nuttall from Jane's Airport Review again. A question, I think, for the Secretary General, a different topic, and that's the ICAO Conflict Zone Information Repository, which, of course, had its rules refined reasonably recently. And I just wondered, now that those rules are set, how effective a tool do you regard the system as a way of ensuring airlines and air traffic controllers are aware of dynamic risks in conflict zone airspace?
Thank you. You see, also is very important question. Safety is a paramount priority of ICAO. So ICAO always strive to ensure highest safety of our citizens flying on our airspace. With regard to the conflict zone, I think according to the recent Council decision, we have the conflict zone repository on our website, and we make our member states to post the information they gathered in order to allowing all the states to collect and to access this information to ensure their operators operate safely and securely. Rest assured, ICAO always put safety as highest priority, and it's our mandate and it's our mission. We would like to always remind and urge and also ensure our member states to make safe operation as their priority. Thank you.
There be any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, then, if that's the case, we'll let our President and Secretary General get back to their very busy day. And I wish to thank you very much for coming here today and for helping us make this a successful 39th session of the Assembly. Thank you.